Well, hello, sunshines. Oh my gosh, we're outside. We got a little break in the weather. We've had snow back to back. Nothing significant, but enough that you can't do anything outside. And there's really nothing to do outside. Well, actually, I'll take that back. You need to pay attention to your garden even in the winter time. So we are going to do a couple of things out here today that I need to do. And so I'm just so happy to be out here. We will be back to like freezing temperatures, and then we're going to have some more snow. That's New England weather for you. I'm in the state of Massachusetts. I am zone 6B, and this is what we deal with every year. I'm used to it. I actually like the snow. I think I've said that before, and so I'm fine with that. But let's go ahead and get started with today's video. So the first thing we're going to do is let's go in the shed. The shed that I cleaned out. We made sure we organized and got things together. Let's go in there. Let's take a peek. Ta-da! It's still well organized. I'm saying ta-da. It's still clean in here. Yes. So although I have sent the children to put stuff in, it is actually still super clean. They did an excellent job keeping the shed organized. So I had stuck these planters in here. These are my terracotta pots, and typically what can happen with terracotta pots is that they can crack with the up and down temperatures, like the freezing temperatures we've been having. They can crack, right? And so you want to store your terracotta pots away. And so I stored some of them in here. Some have nothing in them, but these particular pots up here actually have mint and lemon balm. Now, I watered them one time before, and I have not been out here. But I came out here the other day when after it snowed, and what I did was just scooped up some snow and put a bunch of it on top, and it has yet melted. You can still see that there's just a little bit more to go to melt through. And so I stuck some snow in here so that it can get some moisture. I'm actually going to do that one more time because I don't know if I'll be back out here anytime soon while there's snow, because I don't have running water out here. And so what I would have to do is bring a can of water to bring. So I'm going to go outside while we still have, like, I think there's a little bit of snow that I can grab to put some more on top. And what I did was just use this little container I have here. This container, it went to something, and I keep everything. I kept a bunch of them, but they're saucers. We always need saucers, even if they're green. I can always take these and spray paint them black if I really need to use a saucer. Because does it fit under here? It most certainly does. Anyways, that's not what I was going to talk about. Let me go see if I can get some snow. So this is what I did the other day. I didn't grab too much because, like I said, I already did it. And when I did it the other day, I put a bunch of snow up here. That's why we still see some melting. And so I'm hoping that this will help to save my mint and lemon balm, because I didn't water it in. But as we know, mint is pretty resilient. And so that's my update on my shed. That's what I needed to do, come in here and do. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to get in here and start working, because I prefer to absolutely be outside and work. Okay, let's go back outside. So as you can see here, this is one of my boxwoods. It has so much water. It is flooded. It still has a layer of ice and snow that's continuously melting, but it's so much so. But if I didn't come to check on the garden, I wouldn't known that. So I'm going to, as you can see, dump that water. This is going to obviously continue to melt, and so I'm going to need to come out here and do that again. Or maybe I can take a hammer. How about I can take a hammer and crack it. Okay, let's do that. Let's just crack the ice off of this spot. And this is the only one like this. Oh, that is a thick layer. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, get some of that ice out of there. I don't know why the ice only built up on this particular one. It is a very thick layer, so I think I'm going to just leave it alone and let it continue to melt. But at least I tried. I'll come back on another day and just pour more of the excess water off should it gain some. Let me put this hammer back. So this is full of water too. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that out. It's not too bad, but that's to be expected. This is that time of the year. Some of them are holding more water than others, but these plants are looking good. When I put these in here, I did what is called the healing method, and that was basically when you take the plants and you leave them in their pots and you just tuck them down either in soil or you can tuck them down in mulch. I actually didn't put them very deep in the soil, but what I did was put leaves around them. So I put them somewhat in the soil, and then I put some leaves around them, and that was so I can protect their roots over the winter, because I didn't get an opportunity to plant up any of these plants. I took advantage of course, the sales in the garden centers, and some things I potted up because if you remember, I went and I got free plants, and when I went and got the free plants, I potted them up, and I didn't know where I was going to put them because I dug them out of someone's yard. And so what I did was I just came and healed them up, tucked them away in these raised beds so I can protect their roots over the winter until I know exactly where I want them. I have this table over here just flipped over because the snow was weighing it down. And so I came out and flipped it over to get the snow off it. That is my table that I use all season long. Winter. I shouldn't say winter. Why did I say winter? I meant to say spring. Spring and summer when I'm doing all of my potting up and all the different things. That's my table. So I tipped it over. And so these are some more of the plants that I healed in the ground to protect their roots, and they're all looking great. Over here in this raised bed right here is back here in this back section is where we did that method of healing again. So as you can see, when spring comes, I have a lot of plants already that I need to get in the ground and find a location for. And so the one thing that I didn't do when I put these plants in the pots, these are the plants that I dug out the ground. The yucca is obvious, and some of the plants are tagged, but some of them I did not label. And so I'm going to have to go back to the previous video to see what they actually are. Some of them I know, some of them I absolutely don't know. The other thing is in another video, we planted up I want to check on our winter sowing. And there's moisture in here. Of course, there's no activity, meaning nothing's growing, but we did have rain, we did have snow, and so they are not dry. That is one of the things you want to make sure that when you are doing this particular way of growing your seeds, when you are doing the winter sowing method, you need to check on your jugs. Don't forget about your jugs. They are in a sunny location. We don't have too much sun right now, but this location gets plenty of sun. And so they are well moist because we had rain, we had snow, and so they're looking good. Nothing's in there, but they look good because they're moist. And so I wanted to come out here and check on those things. Another thing I wanted to do, let's go up the hill garden. So right here in the hill garden, in this area right here up against this wall, I don't have anything planted out. And so I thought it would be a fun idea to try this method. I have some more poppy seeds, these beautiful purple poppies. And this is the Hungarian blue. We recently seeded some of these inside. And so I saw this method that a few of the gardeners did where they took the seeds and they sprinkled them on top of the snow because some of the poppies can need to go through a cold stratification process. I'm trying them both ways. I did the winter sowing method with some of the poppies, and then some of the poppies I started inside. So we'll see which one works. But another method was to just come out here and go ahead, and if you know that you have some, because the seeds need to have make contact with the soil, is just drop your seeds. I saw a few people just drop them in the snow, but our snow melted. And when I was going to do it, I wasn't sure where there were like no leaves or no mulch. And so this area right here, I'm going to just use my hand and I'm going to pull away those leaves up against this wall right here. And I only have a couple, and I'm going to sow these poppy seeds because although it is so warm today, meaning it's 40 degrees, we do have some sun. The sun is starting to shine brighter now. It is going to be a sunny day, but the temperatures are going to drop tomorrow and we are expecting snow. So I figured, let me try that method. So let's do it. So right up here in this area, I know I have some salvia right here, but against the wall, there's nothing. So I'm going to just pull the leaves back so I can know that the seeds make contact with the soil. And I'm going to just drop these seeds here and see what happens. I did have more poppy seeds, but I just went with the purple ones because remember, I have those California poppy seeds. Oh, these seeds are so tiny. There's quite a bit. So let's see. So I'm just going to sprinkle them. Let me put them in my hand so I can better see them. I'm just going to sprinkle a few of these poppies. Well, the rest of them, because this is all I have. So that's that. And leave the leaves away because I want the snow to make contact with them as well. And so if it doesn't work, it's okay because I already have a few methods going on with poppy seeds. I have them here, I have the winter sowing method, and I have them planted inside, started in seedling trays. So that's gonna work out great. Well, I believe like one of them has to work. That's what I'm saying. One of them has to work. So we're gonna see. Okay, what else? I want to take a look. This is what the hillside garden is looking like. Let me turn you all around. So not much going on the hillside garden. This is what it's looking like. Not much is going on the hillside garden in any garden. This is what we're looking like on this. We do have some greenery. I didn't realize that these were, I don't know if you would say these are evergreen. And here I go. What is the name of this plant? Dianthus. These are dianthus. 1, 2, 3. But you see how they still have green on them? I didn't realize that they would stay green for so long. I forgot the name of these, but a lot of these plants need to be cut back. I wish I could rake because I want to start raking. That is one of the things that I will not do next year. I will not leave so many leaves. I didn't think I left that many leaves, but as I look, I feel like I left so many leaves. The other thing I won't do is cut and drop because now when I look around, like for instance, right here, if you all can see that pile right there, that is a pile of stuff that I cut and drop. The other thing I realize if you do the cut and drop method is that if anything is diseased, it still has kind of contact with your plant. So yeah. And so I did the same thing with the roses, which I think was not a great idea, but the roses look fine, but nothing looked diseased, but I'm not sure. Sorry about my shadow. So this is what we're looking like. Our evergreens are looking lovely. Lovely. I love these arborvitaes. These are the fire something. I love these shrubs sticking up. And so this is what we're looking like on this side. Plants waiting to go in the ground. I did come out here and shake the snow off the other day. So this is what we got going on here. We already kind of peeked at this area right here. Everything is, nope, my hose is still out. Bad idea. But, you know. So this is another issue I'm going to have to address because the soil level has dropped. And I don't want the roots to get damaged. They've been so far so good, but I really need to grab some soil, and I don't have any soil out here. So this is what I'm going to do for now. Cover it. You want to make sure that your roots are covered because uncovered roots can get damaged. Okay, so that worked for the most part. Okay, I have soil out here, but it's frozen. Over here in the garden area, or the rest of the veggie area, nothing is happening. These are just some little pots that I have of sedum. And then right here we have, I'd never pulled that Swiss chard. And the funny thing is it may grow back just like that. The same thing with the celery. I never finished giving it to the chickens. It may grow back. So we'll have to see. I don't know what happened to all the leaves on this bed, but there's nothing going on over here. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. I hope it's fine though. Oh my gosh, this was taken out. I'm gonna have to look. That's my abelia. Look that up. I guess I may have to cut that back. I might not. I don't know. Was there anything else we can take a look at before I say goodbye? There is not much, as we know, going on. Nothing over there. Nothing much else going on. I just want to get out here because it is beautiful. When I tell you that I did not think 40 degrees was beautiful my past, it is definitely beautiful. We don't have any tulips or anything poking through, you know, or daffodils, which is a good thing. Oh, the other thing, I did not know that candy tuft was evergreen. You see that, Rose? That took a beating from them cold temps, the cold temperatures. Definitely see how much there's two, in my opinion. The leaves just piled up in a certain area. Sorry about my shadow, but the leaves just piled up like right there. I don't want that to happen. But last thing before we go, I did not know candy tuft was evergreen. Look it, I love candy tuft. These produce white flowers. I do want to get the other candy tuft that produces pink flowers. And so when I look around this garden space, I'm like, oh my gosh, I need the temperatures to improve because I just feel like there's so much to do. And I'm going to be out here just a raking. It looks like when I do come over, cross over to the shade garden, look at this. Doesn't that look so bad? I can't wait for spring. I just can't wait for spring. My bird bath seems to be doing okay. I just can't wait for spring. Wait, there is oh, this still looks good and pretty. I did not know the hens and chicks stay purple, turn all these different colors. Now they're this dark, beautiful purple. Okay, quickly, let's take a quick walk. Gorgeous. There are some things to look at. Gorgeous still. The grasses. Okay, what else? Just walk this line really quickly. The heucheras look terrible. But we've, like I said, had cold temps and then we have more grasses over here that look okay. So still I can't wait for spring. Okay, anyways, that's it. So hang in there, garden friends. We are 40 something days away. I didn't look at the calendar today. We are 40 something days away from spring. So hang in there. The days are getting longer. We typically have it gets dark at like 4, but I notice that it's been getting dark closer to 5. We are close. We are on the horizon. But anyways, thank you for joining me today. Get into your garden. Don't leave it hanging during the winter months. Pay attention to it. The littlest things you do can definitely help to improve your garden. Thank you again for being here. Don't forget to like, don't forget to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. Blessings. Bye.